Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. Yeah, get ready. That's why I was so happy, because it's kicking day. And kicking day is Willow kicking day. Rotate the hell out of your ankles. Rotate the hell out of your ankles, because I want to get the party started and have some fun. So the kicking day will work on your conditioning based on martial arts. Even if you're not a fighter, you're gonna really like to not think about anything else and really focus on the techniques that I'm about to show you. Today, we're also gonna work on a new kick called a hook kick, which it's a quite difficult kick because it requires a lot of conditioning and a lot of glute power as well. So I'm gonna shut up while you do the regular warm-up exercises. Now rest for 30 seconds and enjoy the imagery of the best movie. So today is gonna be my homage to this movie. And thank you, commenters, because one of you gave me a great idea of actually putting the full rest periods for you not to have to pause the video while you're doing the workouts. So from now on, it'll be like this. Now grab a chair and you're gonna open up your hips by doing this little motion of outside crescent kick and inside crescent kick following along, one after the other, but not too high yet. We're still asking permission to our hip to open up. Guys, if you haven't seen it yet, there's a great podcast with the master Simon Rhee, Daehan, on the rights of this picture. It was one of my greatest moments ever. As you can see, even though this looks like a lot to handle from a warm-up, we should always have everything very warmed up if you want to have some explosive kicks. Remember that a kick implies a lot of muscles, a lot of tendons, a lot of ligaments. If they're not completely warmed up, you're gonna hurt yourself. So make sure that you warm up exactly like I do. Now let's begin with the front kick. Very important. The supporting foot will have to open up in order to make way for your hip to go through and do a perfect front kick. But by doing a front kick, you always lift your leg, you always lift your knee first, and only then will you extend. And when you extend, don't extend 100%, extend like 97% for you not to hurt your joint, your knee joint. You're gonna superset it with sumo squats in order to open up your groins some more. I always enjoy working on supersets, so doing the kicks, superset it with some sort of strengthening or mobility exercise. This is one of my best tips for you to actually grow your flexibility. Now we're gonna do 2 kicks in a row. So as soon as you kick, as soon as you do your front kick, your kicking foot will go down, and as soon as it touches the floor, it's gonna go up again. So it's like an explosion technique. And you're gonna do 6 times on each side. So 6 times 2 kicks, obviously, so 12 kicks total on your right and then on your left. Now we're gonna work on the outside crescent kick. Try to keep your leg extended throughout the motion. And remember to start 45-degree angles inside and go to the outside other 45-degree angles. So it's like a fan motion. Now you're gonna do it with both legs, so you start with the right and then with the left, and midway through you might start with the left and with the right afterwards. So the idea is to keep cycling the repetitions of the kicks. gonna rest in this position, in this power position. It's like an isometric hold. Not only will it work on your flexibility, but also your strength and your bottom leg, your bottom foot. That is, it's gonna be sideways. This is a great picture of brothers Simon and Philip Ree with their master Jun Chang. Now we're gonna work the supporting foot for the side kick. How do we do this? Whenever you have a target, make sure that your bottom foot, your supporting foot, is pointing your toes or hits toes to the opposite direction. So you're gonna always point the heel to your target. That's why you pivot using the ball of the foot and make sure that the heel is pointing to your target. So we're gonna do this 10 times on each leg without actually throwing the kick, just lifting your knee up. So you're gonna do it as fast as possible and keep some good control and composure on the finishing position. So go up and stay there and then come down. 10 times on the right, 10 times on the left. Now we're gonna do 20 kicks total to the right and to the left. So it's gonna be 10 each side, but always alternating. And just keep that flow state where you actually work on the bottom foot as well to make sure you have that clean technique. Don't extend 100%, extend 97% and have some fun with it, and keep cycling the kicks. And right after that, with no rest, you're gonna do a front kick and a side kick. You can place your foot down in between the kicks, and you're gonna do snap front, touchdown, and a side kick. 8 times, 8 repetitions each leg, and then switch. now one of my favorite combos. So front kick, outside crescent kick, and side kick all with the same leg. So front snap, crescent or the fan motion, and then a side kick. You're gonna do 8 on each side. Now we're gonna work on the hook kick, and I first wanna show you the really practical application of it. So if you're doing a roundhouse kick, you're gonna kick from one side, but in this one, you're gonna do a hook. So you're gonna start extending your leg 45 degrees before the target, and then you will unveil, and using your hip opening and your glutes, you're gonna kick from that side, okay? So let's do it with the chair first. You're gonna really lift your knee up high. You're gonna do as if you were doing a shortened roundhouse kick, and then you're gonna open up because you wanna hit with the back part of your foot or with the heel. So do it 8 times on each side, and you're gonna realize that this really is a conditioning driven exercise that really works your glutes and your obliques as well. from there, we're gonna work the roundhouse kick, and since we've already worked the roundhouse kick and it's a little bit more intuitive, we're gonna step it up the game. So we're gonna do 5 sets of 10 roundhouse kicks without going with your front, with your kicking leg down. So you're gonna lift your knee, you're gonna kick 10 times with your knee up, and then you're gonna come down, rest for like 5-10 seconds, and then do a second set. And you're gonna do this for 5 sets on the right, 5 sets on the left, always grabbing onto something. I don't wanna work on your balance right now. I wanna work on your quickness, your technique, and your muscles as well. And now for the finisher. We're gonna do 3 supersets each. You're gonna start with 10 front kicks on your right, then on your left, and then 10 roundhouse kicks. But you're gonna try to do it as fast as possible, as if you were doing some sort of French dance, while your bottom foot will not be stable. I mean, it's not gonna be static. It's always gonna be jumping for you to always have that extra edge on the motion, on the cycling of the repetitions, and on the momentum. So you'll see what I mean here, right? It's like a can-can dance. In due time, you'll do it without jumping too much. I know most beginners will jump a lot, but you don't have to jump. It's just like a rebound motion. So let's start with the right. That's great stuff. Now we're gonna do the roundhouse kick, same thing, but instead of keeping your torso straight, you're gonna lean backwards a little bit in order to really hit the target with intent, okay? Remember, this is a kick. This is not a dance. That's it. Keep going. Try to rest as little as possible, or just to make yourself composed for the next round. I mean, if you have to rest for like 20 to 30 seconds in between kicks or in between feet, it's okay. Okay, but remember, this is more of a cardio finisher in order to really help you get the technique of the kicks. But it might look crappy at first, so don't worry about it. Just keep on working and don't be frustrated with the first few attempts. Finish with the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Obviously my left does not look as good as my right, but who cares? That's what I'm here to work for. This was tough. Now, don't do anything else. Just rest and have some food. See you tomorrow.